You've been waiting for this for a while now. I've been saying soon, but after a lot of delays, here we go, the Xiaomi Mi4C, spiritual successor to the Xiaomi Mi 4. So does the Mi 4C suffer from the same issues as its Indian cousin, the Mi 4i? Or is this the much needed update to the brilliant Mi 4? Well, let's find out. But before we do, if this is your first time here, or if you've just been frustrated with the repeated delays for this review, my apologies for the latter and for the former. My name's Ash, this is C4E Tech, and you're watching my full review of the Xiaomi Mi 4C. Let's get started. As far as the built-in design is concerned, there are just two differences with the Mi 4i. The first is the fact that the Mi 4C brings back the IR blaster from the Mi 4, so you can go back to controlling your TV, air conditioners and more. The second change is the USB Type-C port at the bottom, so you can now plug in the cable either way. Barring these two differences, both phones are built exactly alike: height, thickness, width and even weight. So if I were to play this clip from a Mi 4i review, Xiaomi's decision to go with an all polycarbonate build for the Mi 4i doesn't feel like a bad thing. The Mi 4i in fact feels well built. It's even slimmer and lighter than the Mi 4 and feels nice to use single-handed. The 5-inch Full HD IPS display gives the Mi 4i a pixel density of 441 pixels per inch. Just like with the Mi 4 4i uses Corning Concord glass for protection. Everything appears crisp, viewing angles are great, the blacks are deep, contrasts good, a stellar display overall. It's pretty bright too, meaning sunlight legibility is great, especially given that Xiaomi is using something called sunlight display technology here, which boosts the areas of the screen when under bright lights to make it even more legible. Good stuff from Xiaomi. All that would still apply here. The major change that the Mi 4C brings with it though is the power it packs underneath. The Mi 4C is powered by a 64-bit hexa-core Snapdragon 808 chip. That's 2 Cortex A57 cores clocked at 1.82 GHz each and 4 Cortex A53 cores clocked at 1.44 GHz each, coupled with an Adreno 418 GPU and 2 GB of RAM on the 16GB variant, 3 GB of RAM on this 32GB variant. The Mi 4C benchmarks great and handles real-time intensive scenarios with ease. Remember, this is the same chip that's powering the G4 and the Moto X Style. Both phones sport higher resolution displays. So if Adreno 418 didn't have any issues then, it has absolutely no issues here chewing through any game we threw at it. And while gaming, unlike the Mi 4i, the Mi 4C did not exhibit any signs of overheating. One issue with the Mi 4C though was the battery. This phone packs in a non-user replaceable 3080 mAh battery, and while the battery life seemed good, the idle drain was just too high, about 20+% through the night. Thankfully though, this seems to be a software bug that was eliminated once I flashed the developer variant of the ROM. Generally with Xiaomi, this is how it works. Xiaomi includes new features and bug fixes that they're gonna bring to the regular stable ROMs in developer ROMs. So now that this fix has made its way to the developer ROM, it's only a matter of time before they implement it on the regular stable ROMs. So barring that, the battery life is excellent. I managed to get through a day on a single charge with ease. Nothing to complain about. So next up, let's talk cameras. The Mi 4C sports optics similar to the Mi 4i, meaning it should perform similarly, and it does, mostly. The pictures are great, good levels of detail, accurate colors, nails white balance and exposure, no qualms here. As far as video goes, despite the hardware being capable of shooting 4K, it's a 13 megapixel camera and 808 underneath. Xiaomi haven't actually added that functionality, at least not yet. The 1080p video performance is greatly improved since the Mi 4i, but it still is just average. The resulting footage is often too soft for my liking. The 5 megapixel front shooter is great for selfies though. Next up, let's talk software. The Mi 4C runs on Android Lollipop with MIUI 7 on top. This is your regular MIUI, no app drawer, all apps go onto the home screen. Xiaomi, as I've mentioned many a time in the past, gets the basics of home screen management right. It's very easy to uninstall or move apps in bulk. Even organizing them is a breeze. Minor tweaks like the ability to swipe through pages when you're pressing and holding an app down to move, or the ability to instantly silence notifications for a particular app are things I really appreciate. Shows the attention to detail shown by Xiaomi and makes me wish Google incorporated these tweaks into stock Android, because frankly I do miss them on other phones. I mean, how difficult would it be to implement multi-touch while moving apps? I can't even think of any phone in recent times that shipped with less than 2 touch points. I mean, even Samsung with all the corners they cut Even with the phone like the Galaxy J2, there were 2 touch points for the touchscreen. So anyway, my cribbing apart, we also have the theme store with a ton of themes to choose from, and if you want more customization, you can mix and match different aspects of different themes to create your own unique theme. And then there's the security app. This acts as an antivirus, cleaner, a permissions manager, and more, providing you a lot of control. We have tap to wake here too, but that doesn't really work great on the Mi4C either. Kept getting triggered in my pocket and I ended up turning it off. Other MIUI staples like the single-handed mode are also present and accounted for. So what's new with the Mi4C here is the edge tap functionality. This is basically an alternative to the back key. Just double tap the edge of the phone to take you back. Unlike tap to wake, this works surprisingly well. You can also use it to take pictures in the camera app, but I really didn't find myself using that a lot. But the few times that I did test it, it worked out quite well. Overall, MIUI on the Mi4C was great. Silky smooth, the performance here was on par with MIUI on the Mi Note Pro, absolutely no lag, memory management was also good, meaning multitasking was great, apps opened up quick too. So, now with that, let's talk price. The Mi4C is currently available only in China, so you'd have to go through a third-party seller like MerryMobiles.com, and they sell it for about $250. The price is so good that if I wasn't aware of Xiaomi, I'd probably think it was a scam or something. Because I mean, $250, the same damn SoC from the Moto X style LG V10 and G4 at almost half the price. That being said, does the Mi4C have its quirks? Definitely. The video camera performance was meh at best. Non-expandable storage might be a deal breaker. MIUI might be a deal breaker for a few. But the $250 price tag makes overlooking these minor issues very easy. So if you are in the market for a performance powerhouse that doesn't break the bank, the Mi4C is the way to go. It is a brilliant phone that's worth every penny. This is the phone that I feel the Mi 4i should have been. There you have it, my thoughts on the Mi 4C. Do you agree? Do you think Xiaomi should launch the Mi 4C in India? Or better yet, maybe apologize to everyone and anyone who bought a Mi 4i and offered to replace it with a Mi 4C. I know, wishful thinking. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So I guess that's it for this video. Hope you liked it, hope you found it useful. If you did, please do give this video a thumbs up. If you didn't, vote it down. If you have any constructive criticism to offer, let me know in the comments below. And if you have any video requests, hit me up on Twitter @C4eTech. That's where I'm most active these days. And for more videos like this from me, Ash, @C4eTech, hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already. So that's it for now. Thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, this is Ash here from C4eTech signing off. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye now.